Well, good morning, folks. I'm going to give you a quick update. It is April 2nd, and this is day 20 for us on the trail. We are finishing up our third full week on the Appalachian Trail and feeling good. And just want to update you on the last couple days. Let me see, day 18, I guess it was. We walked out of the NOC early that morning, and we climbed 3,000 feet in about 6.5 miles and got to the first shelter up on top of the mountain. And it was about oh my gosh, it was probably close to 1 o'clock by the time we got up there. And so we went ahead and we set up our tent, and we were expecting some heavy rains that afternoon and that night. So we got our tent set up, and then we cooked ourselves a nice lunch in the shelter there. And then the rain started coming down, so we crawled inside our tent, and it poured. I mean, it just came down in buckets all afternoon. We got a little reprieve just before dark, crawled out of our tent and gathered up under the shelter with a few other hikers and ate some dinner. And then the rain started again, crawled back in our tent, and it thundered and lightning and poured all night long. But it ended about 7 a.m. yesterday morning, and we got up and crawled out of our tent, our big Agnes Copper Spur UL3, and it was all wet on the outside, but we were dry on the inside and toasty and warm, and it worked great for us. But we had to pack up all our gear wet, all the tent gear, and we took off yesterday morning. Had a rough day yesterday, hiking wise. Trail was wet, the trail was muddy, trail was slippery, Sparkles fell. How many times did she fall?
Twice.
She fell twice yesterday and had a wet and muddy bum most of the day because of that. And then we had some tough climbs again. We had Jacob's Ladder that we had to go up and over, which is, I think it's only 700-800 feet in elevation, but you gain it just, it's a straight up climb. It was tough. A lot of huffing and puffing. But we did about 12 miles yesterday, and just found a campsite in Cody Gap and settled in for the evening and slept real well last night. Yeah, while we were sleeping last night, we were woken up. There was an owl right over top of our tent, and it was a barn owl. And the reason I know it was a barn owl because they have a very distinct call. They go, hook, hook, hoo. And I know that because when I was a boy, I learned it. What they say is, who cooks for you? Who cooks for you all? Well, he sat up there in the tent, or in the tree above our tent last night, and oh, it was loud. And he started hollering, and then we heard one across the valley on the other side calling back. And then all of a sudden you could just hear him fly out of the tree and fly across the valley, and you heard the two of them across the valley still talking to each other. So that was really interesting. But we got up this morning, and we're walking downhill right now. In fact, I'm going to try to get this on camera. If you can see down the hill there, you'll see a giant reservoir and a dam. Kind of hard to see it through the trees, I think. But that's Fontana Dam. And we're walking into Fontana Dam right now. We're going to be there right after lunch. And let me see, at the end of 3 weeks, we are walking up on mile mark 164. So we've done 164 miles so far on the trail. Woke up this morning, temperature was quite a bit colder than yesterday, so we're a little bundled up. But we're going to walk down the hill here to Fontana Dam. Once we get down to the road, we're going to pick up a shuttle into Fontana Lodge. It's only about 1.8 miles from the trail. And they have a shuttle for $3. It'll take you down to Fontana Lodge. And I called last night from up on the mountain and reserved us a room at the lodge. They have a special through hiker rate. And so we're going to go in and get some showers and laundry and clean up and get ready for our next week, because Monday morning we're headed into the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. So we're going to tackle the Smoky Mountains all next week, and this will be our last update. Last you'll hear from us for about a week or more. By the time we go through the Smoky Mountains, we're planning on at least a 7-day. We're going to carry 7 days worth of food and supplies and be in the Smoky Mountains for 7 days and come out on the other side. I'm not sure how much battery life we're going to have for our phones, if it's going to make it all the way through the 7 days with our backup battery packs or not. So probably won't have another update for at least 7-8 days till we get through the Smokies. Well, we can see the Smoky Mountains on the other side of the dam and the reservoir here to our left, and that's where we're headed next week. And we've been excited about getting to the Smoky Mountains. It's a great milestone for us. But anyway, that's the last few days. That's day 18, 19, and today's day 20. And we'll continue to keep you updated. I'm going to turn one more time here, see if I can get the dam in the picture down there for you. I don't know if you can see it through the trees. Here it is. Happy day.